Setting records is a goal. I want to keep pushing the sport forward. I want the young girls coming up to have something to push past. 2010 was kind of my tester year, going on the road in the summer. Called my dad, told him I didn't want to go back to college. This is 2011, like the first event of the year. Definitely wasn't expecting a win, especially not this early. And like having a tester putt like that, you know, just like, you can see me like, grab my head like, holy cow, like, did I just do that? Then going to Worlds, like, it was my first time that like I felt like I was truly able to win. Like I knew I had the skills after winning Memorial there, but it's like, am I able to win a world championship though? Like unsure that I could do it. There's my grandpa, that's amazing. Wow. It's amazing. I did not know this whole video existed like this, and my grandpa just passed this year, so that's really special for me to see right there. And this putt is something that will always live in my heart, and I had to make that to win. That's still to this day, I think, the best putt that I've hit, just under the circumstances. I want to maybe even say my favorite Worlds that I won because of like the statement that it made to myself and to the disc golf world of like, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not just like this kid that got lucky this 1 week. I remember this round quite vividly, actually. Then hole 4, I made like a sick 55-footer at the water over this bush. That was the most amped I think I've ever been playing disc golf, ever, like to this day. Hole 4, that putt. And I was like, I'm winning this tournament. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So you see my earbud in my ear, like, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do yet walking up to that putt, and a song came on in my headphone called No Fear, and it's like this reggae tune that's just on just repeats. It has like 10 words, the whole song, and it's like, we have no fear, we have no fear, we have no fear. And that's just going through my head as I'm like lining this putt up, and I'm like, yeah, duh, I'm making this putt. Like, it wasn't like, what if, any this, like no other thoughts of like, yeah, that's true, I have no fear, boom, and nailed the putt, and I was just like on top of the world. Like, those are huge memories for me that I will always, always, always remember. And of course, I want to win that 18th and tie Kenny, and hopefully beat him one day. And it's a fine line of balance of like wanting it, but not wanting it too bad and pushing too hard and trying things I shouldn't try. This weekend, I want to channel this old page, this 2019 World Champion page, this 2022 European Open page. Like, setting records is a goal. Looking back at that, I feel like proud of myself, and I feel like it's kind of amping me up now. Like, man, I need to draw that back, you know, but I want it, and it's just a matter of time.
Hello and welcome to round 1 of the 2026 PDGA Champions Cup presented by Vessi. Our first major of the year. We're in Bedford County, Virginia. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hotkeys.
Dog.
Some pretty chilly weather to start. Nice
pretty
and
chilly.
Crisp spring morning. Never been here in the spring. We were here last fall for the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships most recently.
It was freezing this morning.
Yeah.
And they changed the layout on us this year. This used to be 18, and now we're going to play it as hole 1. 794, one of the hardest holes in disc golf. It's newly designed. We used to play as our second island, and we would go across to the third island. You can see over to the left. But this year, they're going to put the basket on this second island, and we're going to have the same tee pad as the MPO field. It makes the first island absolutely treacherous.
Reigning and defending Missy Gannon.
They also added an OB line all the way down the right side.
Yeah, it feels even more narrow than it looks. Missy Gannon won Champions Cup last year, which was in Stockton, California, at the normal OTB tournament. So technically,
Next,
the defending champ.
from Grass Valley, California, Jessica Gurthie.
Jessica coming off a win at the Queen City
Classic.
Classic in Charlotte 2 weeks ago. Let's see how she did last year at this event. She made it to the Pro Tour Championships towards the end of the season. She was riding the line all year, and she got 14th out of 20 at this tournament last year at the Pro Tour Championships.
And were there 2 rounds out here?
3.
Oh, 3? 3 rounds out here?
4.
Oh, okay.
World champion from Los Angeles, California, Scoggins.
Were some at Ivy Hill as well,
Oh,
right?
maybe
Was it
so.
2 and 2? I can't quite remember.
Wow, that's embarrassing. I played the event. I should know.
It's cool. I'm guessing 2 and 2. You're gonna see a lot of ladies like Owen kind of taking a little off, making sure we stay in bounds.
From Oidi, Finland, Silva, Saarinen.
Owen is leading the DGPT standings. Pretty cool. This layout overall is pretty similar to the Pro Tour Championships layout. The course record at that layout is 7 down, held by Silva, Missy, and Lisa Fakis.
Silva also got 3rd place at the Pro Tour Championships last year, where we played this course a couple times.
I asked a lot of ladies what they thought this hole would average, and the general consensus is at least half a stroke to a stroke over with a bunch of OBs. You're going to see a lot of 6s and 7s out here, and here's how you do it. Like, you just trickle a little OB, and now Owen is in a pretty rough spot. She's a little blocked for that forehand to get it close to save her next shot. This looks good. Just needs to chill.
Missy playing the hole absolutely perfectly. She's making it look easy. Honestly, you can go mid-mid, but you do kind of have to throw it hard if you opt for that play. Silva with a really excellent tee shot. She's going standstill, slower disc, right up the middle here.
And I think Silva and Missy do so well at this course because they have some of the best straight shots in the game, and you really need that out here. Is just going for it. No. I don't think anyone's going for the eagle.
No.
It would be cool. It would be cool if they designed it so you could. But you can birdie it with good shots. I don't think we'll see a ton.
So here's Owen. You can see she's literally just putting up to the front of the island. It's only about 30 feet, but even just being tucked back like that, it's not worth trying to go for with how narrow the second island is.
Just going across with a forehand. I think that's a good play, and pushing the back wall is smart on the forehand because at least she crossed and doesn't have to rethrow, but yeah, that's a bummer. It's a very strange shape. It's kind of like a little point in the bottom left corner that just slightly widens.
Silva over, no problem. Definitely crossed, and she's going to be flirting with that OB line, but safe.
And putting for birdie.
If you're slightly out of position, which is why Owen didn't go for it, it's really easy to throw and never cross that island because of that strange shape Erika was talking about. Where the spotter is where the OB line finally widens back up to the full fairway, and all of a sudden you can catch yourself trying to save a bogey from right here.
I don't think this is like a terrible change. I think the green of the old hole was cooler. I think both versions still have a little bit too much OB for what it is. But it is, I will say this, very nice to get it over with on hole 1 rather than saving it for hole 18.
Yeah, I think the old hole kind of showcased the women's skills a little bit more.
Yeah.
This one, now it feels like we're kind of just like...
Chip, chip, chip.
Yeah, but chipping as far as we can.
Missy going for that rare birdie. I bet there's less than 5.
Yeah, this hole played as the second most difficult hole of the day today.
I guess most difficult.
Oh no, we have enough tweeners out here that there's going to be some high numbers, high averages. I feel like every day it's going to be like kind of a toss-up which one.
Yeah. Nice work from Own there. Definitely a lot of pressure on the fourth shot to save her par.
So this hole was originally listed as a par 4, but the FPO field revolted. And
Rise up.
This makes more sense. It averaged at 6.
Yep.
Over a full stroke over par. There was only 3 birdies.
Wow.
Hey, I'm Paul Ulibarri, and I'm here to tell you about Vessi, the best disc golf shoe on the market. As a pro disc golfer, grip is important, and Vessi's help me feel secure in all terrain. Another thing that stands out, the comfortability. You can take them straight out of the box and they feel like you've worn them forever. And they're truly waterproof. I need to make sure that I have dry feet in all conditions, and Vessi supplies that. These shoes have improved my game. It's amazing how a high quality shoe can do that for you too. Go to vessi.com/JomezPro to get 15% off your first purchase.
Quick shout out to those 3 birdies: Violet Main, Evelina Saarinen, Ella Hansen. Heck yeah.
So cool. Hole 2 used to be old hole 1. It's a par 4, 505 feet. Plays farther for sure. There's a bunch of fairway trees. I would say that the initial gap that you're trying to hit is pretty fair, but if you kick from the right side to the left side, you are gonna have a rough time. There is an OB line that you can find too if you kick far enough. The second shot, there's not really like one super clean route that everyone's thinking that's the way to go. You kind of just have to manage what you're working with. You don't see a ton of birdies because that second shot is pretty protected, but it's definitely possible. And that'll get you there. Missy in a perfect spot.
Yeah, another advantage Missy has is that she's really comfortable throwing fairway drivers and distance drivers super straight, whereas a lot of people have to flex them, which it's gonna work for Own, but it doesn't work for most people. That's a game plan that just doesn't, it can fall apart in these woods really quickly. Having a straight mid-range shot or a straight fairway shot is game changer out here.
Absolutely. And Silva a little bit too far, and you can see that huge kick. Probably not out of bounds, but gonna be rough to recover par from.
This hole played as the 4th most difficult hole of the day, so really just double whammy going into this round.
Oh, interesting. I throw the forehand as well, but on the left gap. Jessica very comfortable with a hyzer flip, both backhand and forehand, and almost pipes it all the way down there.
Silva just trying to get back out to the fairway, and that's easier said than done on that left side of the fairway, but she finds a gap, and she will even be able to potentially get up and down for par.
Jessica landing in a good spot, going forehand again. I do think the second shot sets up pretty nicely for a forehand. And that's well managed.
Yeah, a little robbed of the ground play, but she'll have a long putt.
That little wiggly tree right there, it's kind of to the right of that. And another, I don't know. I can't tell the distance.
60 or 80 feet.
Yeah. There it is, the wiggly tree. Missy with about as good of a drive as you're ever going to see. Let's see if she can get there. Right power, but catches one of the last Guardians. Silva's third. She's going standstill. Just a gentle hyzer, and that looks pretty.
And yeah, that was a really well-placed second shot, scramble shot out of the woods to be able to have a lane up and down. Here's Jess with a pretty classic approach shot on this hole, a little chip.
I feel like she's always kind of running those, though.
Soft bids.
Soft bids. Love a soft bid.
So this hole averaged at 0.6 over par. There was only 3 competitors that made it to Circle 1 in regulation and only 7 that got to Circle 2. Birdies are rare here.
Missy trying for one of those birdies with a good-looking putt. Comes up a bit short.
There were no birdies.
Wow.
I know.
The fact that there was birdies on 1 and not 2.
It's crazy.
I would not have bet that direction.
Yeah, wooded golf. Hashtag woods golf. Also, at this point, it was so cold.
It was
So
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
And you're like back in the woods and
Well,
it's shaded, and you're like, oh.
We were early, like, 8:18. They're teeing at 10. At that point, it's probably like
a warmer.
mid-40s.
Yeah. Thankfully, no
not
wind.
high 30s. Yeah, no wind though, which, well, like maybe a little on the back 9, but it was definitely windier all throughout practice, so it's nice to have some calm conditions.
Hole 3, our first par 3 of the day. It says 312, but it's got to be longer than that.
It feels way farther.
It's downhill, and I feel like I'm throwing a mid-range as hard as I can, and it's barely getting there. So you think with the help of the hill, it would be a little more reachable, but it plays, I would say, closer to like 320-ish. It's a really particular angle. The way the trees are forces you to throw like a pushing hyzer. You can kind of squeeze a baby flex in there as well on that right gap. You can see those 2 big trees in the middle, but you have to get a little friendly with the trees on the right side.
Oh, Missy just piping it and still not quite getting there. This one is a change from the Pro Tour layout we used to play to the MPO basket now, which is like, what, 80 feet kind of farther to the right. So I do think this is a good change. If you're going to make a mistake, this is the better one to make on this right side. Short left is brutal.
Yeah, straight is good. Hyzering out, bad.
Yeah. And even, I mean, that looked way too turned from Own, but she's in circle 2 putting. Silva
Sneaky.
getting all the way through.
And that low speed disc sits down nicely.
Just pulling one over. Again, an easy thing to do, but it's fine. This one had almost no birdies in the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship, so
Yep.
I think we'll see a decent amount. Still not a gimme, but it's gettable.
Yeah, I've hit the line, so I know it exists, but it's not one that I am guaranteeing.
No, it's
Or I don't
It's-
like feel sad if I mess it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is so small.
very particular and not a shot we really play very often. So specific.
Especially with the addition of the very steep hill.
Good point. Own missing too far to the left, has a bit of a comebacker now. 2 misses in a row.
Silva straddling off the band, dead center. Birdies feel so crucial out here.
Yeah.
Because there's so, oh no. There's so few of them. Like, there's not going to be that many on any scorecard. And so when you miss your birdie putt inside the circle, you feel it. You feel it in your heart.
There's extra pressure, absolutely.
What do you think hot score is going to be? I would be shocked
On the
if
meat
we-
grinder? Let me see. That's what I call this course. It's particularly the first 5 holes really just...
pummel you.
Well, I mean, so what, the record's 7, which like is higher than I would have guessed. I would have said that like 3 or 4 is gonna be
There won't be many
leading,
fives.
you know?
Yeah, there won't
Yeah.
be many fives. Especially with the coldness.
Par 4, hole 4 is the same layout, or the same version that we've seen in the past. Jeez, doing great. It's par 5 at 797 feet. There's OB all along the right side. So off the tee, the main thing is keep it in bounds, but the main mistake you see is then entering the woods line left because you're trying so hard to keep it in bounds. If you keep it straight and you get far enough, and you can kind of bend the corner on the next shot, then you're sitting really pretty for a birdie. It is an elevated pin. There is OB, like 20-ish feet behind it?
Yep.
But the tee shot obviously sets the tone, and that is absolutely perfect from Missy. If you take a little off and land in the center, then the second shot becomes really difficult because you can't get around the corner. Look at the dogwoods.
Yeah, they're so nice. We get back-to-back dogwood tournaments. Charlotte was lovely. And so you can see that little manhole in the middle. That's the mark of a really astoundingly good shot.
Yeah, just the manhole. It's like a nice, like, good job. Little pat on the back for you. Own working, I think it was supposed to be a turning shot the whole way, but it does flex out at the end.
That
I think it's a lovely little roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a roll that anyone on tour would pay for on this hole.
How much?
I'd pay $10.
Easy 10.
Easy 10.
I think 25 for me. Let's see,
Come
just
on.
get the roll? No, not quite. And that's going to be a pretty brutal spot.
Those fir trees are dense.
Having a sidearm scramble shot on this course, I think, is so essential for lies like that.
It's crazy that our warm-up to this event was Hornet's Nest, but like Hornet's Nest feels like a breeze compared to this.
Hornet's Nest is like, oh yeah, just chip, birdie, no
Yeah.
problem. And it is a hard course.
It's so hard, and it can wreck you. Like, you can have a day where you accidentally shoot 8 or 10 over, but like...
It's a different animal throwing as far as you can in the woods over and over.
And on this course, there's so much OB.
Yeah.
And you add OB to a wooded course, and it's just absolutely mentally brutal.
Also, we have walked so far that you
It's
don't see
5
on camera.
miles.
Yeah, it is a huge walk between most of these holes, and there's a lot of hills, so it's just physically taxing as well. These are some really nice shots.
I don't know if there's many courses that we go 5 miles for a round. I think this is one of the longer ones. Jess with the hoodie up, trying to keep the pine needles out.
Boy, and that's just an absolute pitch out. Par still in play. She did pick a nice spot on the fairway to land. And this shot is kind of nice. Like, there's a little bit more room to work than the rest of the course, but you can still find some trouble.
Oh, man.
It's fine.
Oh,
For
she's
par.
around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owns third. She can see it, which feels like a luxury, but speed control is the key on this one because, again, that OB is right behind it.
And this is why Owen's one of the best in the game. Her approaches are so solid.
And, man, look how close Silva and Missy are on their approach shots. Just a little
Incredible.
putter. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that straight distance shot is killer.
Beautiful. This hole is the 6th most difficult hole of the day, averaging 0.45 over par. There were 12 birdies, so well managed.
Nice.
This one usually plays as one of the tougher holes.
It's funny that this one's like easier. Like we're seeing our first birdies of the round compared to the first 3. Nice birdie from Missy.
Yeah, still over half the field taking a bogey or worse, so rough. 20 OB strokes on this hole alone, which
Man.
is the 2nd most on the course.
Yeah, probably on that right
After
side.
hole 1.
Right side tee shot. Dang, that's crazy. 3 birdies here is great.
And a nice par save from Jessica.
Has your game gotten stale?
Yo, bro. Looking a little gray. Try some color. Thanks, Ledgestone.
Ledgestone Disc Golf is the one-stop shop for your game. Visit shopledgestone.com today.
Oh, the meat grinder continues. Hole 5. It's a par 4, and it's doable, but it doesn't always do.
And preview.
Enough said. It's 554. Ideally, you only need to throw about 300 feet to get out of the gap, but it is so straight, and the initial tree gap you have to hit is so skinny. After that, OB everywhere. You have to decide if you're in a good enough position to go for it. The OB widens as you get towards the green, but it makes it difficult to cross if you accidentally throw a hyzer. Most of the shots off the tee that are good are doing exactly what Missy's are doing and kind of heading towards the left side. She gets a very, very friendly kick back to the middle of the fairway because that left side is where you have to make a decision. Is it worth trying to go for it, or am I just going to chip out and chip across?
Silva lacing the gap nicely.
Perfect.
And yeah, she'll be going across from there for sure.
Man, Silva is looking in top form right now.
Absolutely. Is she ever not, though?
That's true.
Ooh,
Oh,
this
no.
is brutal. It's awful over there.
So
I landed,
bad.
it took me 3 shots to get out of there today.
There's also OB over there.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, so imagine.
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 And a smooth-looking shot from Jessica.
Oh, yeah.
And not quite out, but a nice little kick.
Some lovely little
Lovely.
bounces. This played as the 3rd most difficult hole of the day.
Meat grinder, baby.
This is the 3rd most OB on the course as well. OB strokes.
So we've had the 2nd, 4th, and 3rd so far.
Yes,
In the top-
most difficult holes.
Yeah, in the first
and
5.
the 3 most OB'd holes.
Yeah, so it just like really sets the tone. I feel like the first 5 you're like,
Oh, it's going for
hold
it.
on, that's a crazy shot. That's so far. Wow. Wow.
She just goes straight through the tree.
Yeah.
What the
Look at all those branches. Honestly, crazy move.
Crazy move. This is a much more pure line, just nice and low. She's going to have to flirt with the OB, and she's good.
And I will say that the right side is bigger, like the island, so it is good to go over there, but like,
There's still an OB line.
there's still an OB line, yeah.
There is a drop zone on this island down there. That's the green, and it's only if you cross and then go out of bounds. Missy doesn't have to worry about that,
So
though.
pure.
So good.
Has all of her shots gone dead straight on a rope the
Yes.
entire time?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Here's Silva with a nice little standstill shot. She's so far out of the gap.
And we know she's good for this shot.
They're just making it look easy.
Yes. I mean, this course is built. Which course did you say was a Holland course? Big Easy?
Yeah.
This is both a Missy and Silva course if I've
Yeah.
ever seen one.
Man, I wish the people at home watching could just give this course a go. I want everyone at home to play this, but like, because watching these girls play right now, it looks a little too easy, honestly. It's annoying me. I'm just kidding, but it's so impressive
It is impressive.
to
but
watch.
I want them to know how impressive.
Yeah, this when I said earlier, this is the 3rd most difficult hole. It averaged 0.7 over par. 20% of the field with a double bogey or worse. So like disaster can happen.
Or a couple birdies in a row if you're Missy and Silva.
Yeah, Missy and Silva with 2 of the 6 birdies on the day today out of, let's see, how many people do we have here? 48 competitors.
Shout out to Violet Main, who's leading right now at 3 down.
Ooh.
Hole 6 uphill, par 4, 384 feet. It does play farther because it's significantly uphill, but this is the first one where you're like, man, I really want a birdie look. Like, this is where you kind of leave the meat grinder section and kind of enter this nice little fairy green. There's some rocks. You're like, okay, I like this sport. I remember. Not a gimme, but definitely very, very doable. Just a straight shot off the tee. It's kind of those trees set up kind of weird. I think the biggest mistake, you see two big mistakes. You hit that tree that Missy just passed, or you kind of, I guess there's a lot of mistakes you could make.
I think the biggest is being right.
Being right, yeah, okay.
Right side is absolutely awful. On the left side, you can find some backdoor routes.
You can.
That at least guarantee a par. But the right side, if you get over there just even 6 feet off, there's nothing.
Yeah, the left side does have a backdoor route, so the hyser's probably the best mistake. But or you can just throw dead straight like this. These are all great shots.
And really nice work. I love how they're all keeping them really low. Mm-hmm. Man, they're making this look so easy.
Yeah, this is a difficult tee shot. And let's see how Owen works it with her flex game. And yeah, Owen gonna have a harder time. Oh, and a really mean roll.
What the heck?
Boy, all the good breaks kind of evening out with that one. Terrible break.
Yeah, let's see if she can find a gap over here. Maybe there's one really branchy tree that blocks a lot of the right shots. I like that Owen's kind of bailing over to the left side. That's smart.
Yeah, it doesn't look smart from this camera angle, but again, there's a route over there for a sidearm approach.
So Missy just trying to get up this hill, and hyzer right at those green branches. Nice. She's going to be a little on the short side. Circle 2, I believe.
Putting for another birdie, though. So here's the back door we've been talking about a lot. The actual fairways to the right of Own.
Nice. And well managed. Scrambling a par from over there is impressive, and that really shows how well Own knows this course.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty creative play to go all the way across to the other side. Nice approach from Silva. She's close for a birdie.
This played as the second easiest hole of the day with 16 birdies, about a third of the field. So this is it, folks. Enjoy the easy birdie holes while you can.
Plus these rocks on the green. They might chew up your putters, but they're sure pretty to look at.
Ooh, what a par save from Own.
Commanding putt. Oh yeah, Missy locked in. That's a turkey.
You are not gonna see many turkeys on this course.
I was gonna say don't even prepare a bird.
No.
For a regional bird for 4 in a row.
Legitimately.
Just forget it. But I think we should do a robin because they were popping off.
But Silva and Missy are
I know they're
both.
Yeah. How far do you think the walk is to the next hole?
A country mile.
Yeah. 1 country mile. That's right. It really is long.
Here is hole 7. There's a little cool tree fort in the woods as well. There's a brook, there's a bridge, there's all kinds of stuff. And then we get up to this big open flat area. That out of bounds on the right side does come into play if you're trying to rip one. So most players taking a little bit off, but if you want the birdie, you got to go huge. In years past on this course, both when it was the Pro Tour Championships course last year and when we played here for the World Championships before that, this was a par 5 for FPO, and it was eagleable. You can see in that 728, people can definitely get up and down, but most players taking a par. I think this change to a par 4 is confusing a little bit. It was nice to have an eagleable par 5 right before we enter a stretch of kind of tweener holes on the long side. So interesting choice. We won't see as many birdies. I think in the years past we saw maybe 3 or 4 eagles.
Yeah, no more than 5 for sure.
Yeah.
But I would say on average 3.
Yeah.
So now that's what you're talking about with birdies.
So this one will be a very tough birdie to get now.
It's not, it shouldn't be a hard par. It's pretty wide open, but like you still can absolutely mess it up. That last shot gets a little sneaky. It's always a little farther than it looks, and the wind tends to come up off the hill, so you can feel a headwind on the green pretty much always.
Also, yeah, if it gets really, really windy, this hole can suddenly become one of the hardest holes to par.
Yeah. Own with some good power there.
And the major difficult part of this hole is this shot right here. Most players landing on this little uphill, and then you have to have an uphill run up. You're throwing nose up while also trying to get it to push far. Just, wow, putting some impressive power on that shot and getting all the way to the edge of circle 2.
Yeah, that shot was huge. And yeah, still a very, very long putt for birdie.
Missy with that nose up angle, it's not going to flip at all. She's going to hyzer out. She'll be in circle 3.
I mean, this hole's definitely a tweener. Like, it's a very short par 5. But like, give us one. Give us one.
I feel like they maybe could have added a different pin placement or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that.
Like hug it up against the right side or something. Let's see. So we do have some birdie opportunities though with the long putt.
Missy with a nice upshot.
This one averaged at only 0.2 over par, but 75% of the field with a par. Yeah.
Fun.
Boring.
But like, I see why they changed it because like 75% getting a birdie, like, yeah, it's probably too easy. But
Yeah.
I think change the hole, not the par.
Design flaw. Just giving it a bid, kind of floating one. That OB deep doesn't allow you to run it as hard as you would like. But Silva.
For 4 in a row. Really long look, 55 or something like that.
There was only 2 birdies on the day today. 6 competitors got to circle 1 in regulation, but Evelina Saarinen and Sofia Dunica were the only ones to convert. Both with... Oh, Evelina parked it.
Cool.
Heck yeah. Cool.
So par is good on the 7th.
Sophia in 4th place at the Pro Tour Championships last year. Evelina in 5th. 2 names to watch. They both excelled on this course.
Missy Gannon!
Hole 8 is a par 3. It's 348 feet. Surprisingly difficult to reach 348. I heard that from Sofia Dunica herself, who just eagled the last hole. If you have a big arm, you can just swing a hyzer, a huge hyzer, and get some ground play and get to the pin. But most of us are throwing flex shots. It can get a little squirrely. Again, it's a bit of a headwind in this direction. So the most common mistake, I think, is just seeing one turn all the way over. You're not really thinking about the OB on the right or deep, but it does exist. And then the other most common error is just hyzering too far to the left into the woods line a bit. But this one, you're gonna see a lot of pars and a lot of circle 2 looks.
Beautiful hyzer flip from Missy Gannon. Some huge distance. She's pin high. She's in circle 2, but being pin high is awesome. Silva going more directly at it.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice little flip the whole way. That's so pretty. Gorgeous.
So good.
I got a note. Good.
Oh, this tree that's right in the middle, that little teeny boop of a fir tree.
Oh, yes, boop, yes.
It is just perfectly in the way, in the way of the shot you want to throw. So watching Silva throw that hyzer flip right down the right side is so impressive.
Silva threw a defy. Missy, with a great shot herself, was her ESP captain's thresher.
We're still waiting on a couple disc lists. Or else we would tell you everyone's frisbees.
Own turning 1 over. I saw Own in practice, and she was like, this one's a par all day for me.
Oh.
Good bid.
Jess.
Nice birdie.
So good. Back to even par on the day.
Yeah, looking clean. Even's going to be a good score out here.
Oh.
Wow.
High right
another
side.
birdie.
And it is caught.
And Silva going to take the lead with that one. Got a surprising amount of people at 3 down. Like, people are doing well. This is, I think, the easiest section of the course, though. The last 3 holes. And then it gets hard again.
Yeah. On a windy day, though, these 2 holes could be so hard.
Yeah, fair point.
Let's wrap it up. Hole 9, 587. It's a par 4. It is one that's gettable by everybody in the field, but the tee shot really dictates how the rest of the hole's going to go. If you don't get far enough and you're kind of tucked behind the corner, it's an instant par at best. It's easy to get tangled up in the trees on the right, the center side and on the right-hand corner. This is one that there is a distinct fairway. Let's watch Violet Main attack it. There is a distinct fairway to the very left side. Then there's kind of a shorter fairway that's skinnier on the right side. And both of them work, but oftentimes you find yourself kind of working through the middle. Violet, she late releases it just a little bit, gets a friendly bounce in the middle, and she's still gonna... Oh, she's going on the right side.
Whoa.
This is also cheating up the middle as well.
What a wild woman. And she knows that is ridiculous in the best way.
Ooh, still got some work to do. Oh, yeah.
Give it to her. Wow, that's to move her to 4 down, bogey free.
Unreal.
Cool.
Pay attention to her name. I played with her at Queen City, and woo, she has got game, forehand and backhand.
And just a strong mental game. Mm-hmm. And she's nice.
And she's funny.
Mm-hmm. Geese approved. We should have a little stamp. I would stamp it right on somebody.
Forehead?
Yeah, just like, you're good.
Silva gonna catch a left side tree and kick right. We'll see what she has to work with. That early right can be brutal. Oh, man.
I like the idea of a flip of forehand on this one, and Jess has a good one to make this hole work, but boy, those trees sure are in the way.
Missy gonna push.
So good.
Yeah, she's gonna push deep and hides her out. You think, looking at this camera angle right now, everything, you're like, uh-oh. But then you get there and you're like, wait, there's some space over here.
Mm-hmm. Overturning it, gonna be battling with the small sea of right side trees.
Jess thankfully kicks out of that line of trees, and she's gonna have a wide open second shot. She's got plenty of room to work here.
Wow,
Show
such
off.
good power. For real.
Just kidding, that was so good.
That was huge.
And now she's just gonna be chipping up and down to save her par.
Oh, not really left with much. This short right corner is punishing. She's pushing to that left side route, and that's really well done.
Yeah, so good. Ooh.
Ooh, rough lie.
Yeah.
For a good drive. Wow.
She's gonna try the right side.
That was almost very cool.
Ooh, not as open as we were hoping over here. Missy's gonna show us her forehand. She's been pulling this out a lot, and they're very good.
They are very good. Boy, standstill, crouched. Got a little bit of a birdie look.
Mm-hmm. There was only 8 birdies on hole 9 today. I feel like we'll see that number increase. Nice little flex forehand from Jess. Oh yeah, oh, nice little placement shot over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's scrambling well. Easy par. How long do you think the next walk is? It's like third longest, probably.
It is.
I wish we had like just a time lapse of what it looks like, the walks, to give people an idea.
See, the course is, is there a total distance anywhere? Huh.
Oh, how many feet?
Yeah.
Caddy book, maybe? Silva, bogey free, 4 down. So impressive. And Jess battling back after a couple single bogeys. Even par's a great spot to be after 9 holes. Owen right behind her, 1 over. And Missy just behind Silva at 3. Violet Main, Hannah Wynn also at 3. And then only the top 9 or so under par through the front. Anything under par, you're going to be absolutely delighted with. What you think? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's an interesting course though, because it's one where we can see a lot of bouncing around. This is the first time we've gotten to play this course 4 rounds in a row.
True.
Yep. So excited to see kind of how everything shakes out as we string some rounds together. It's one that I remember during the Pro Tour Championships being like, I kind of want to get off this course by the end. Yeah, because a lot can happen on every hole, and that does not change as we move into the back 9. So come hang out with us in round 1 of 4 on the first major of the year. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Geese.
Aww.